Welcome viewers, Cloudrung here, back with another episode of Rome Total War. And here, we can finally defeat the Spanish faction leader. Though honestly, I don't like having peasants in a battle where they're not needed, so I'm just going to move them out so that they won't be adjacent. So that way, they don't show up as reinforcements. I can just move them back in after the end of the battle. And man, this faction leader must be quite good. He has 51 bodyguards. I'm not actually sure what the number of bodyguards is based on. Like, is it on traits? Is it just on how old your general is? Is it based on the number of command stars? I don't know. Most likely, I should just be able to walk up to him with Balearic slingers and sling him to death, pretty much. Wait, where is he? Oh, he's way over here? See if that's close enough for Balearic slingers. They have a fairly low range, so not the best of the ranged units, but they do have fairly high damage for their cost. I don't think they're as good as, say, barbarian noble archers, but they are much cheaper than noble archers. Okay, in range yet? Nope. Okay, so over here should be in range. So just shuffle around a little. And keep my cavalry on the flanks so I can do a flanking attack, make sure the general doesn't get away once his bodyguard is destroyed and he routs. It's always annoying when an enemy general routs, but then the actual and his bodyguard is completely destroyed, but the actual general himself still escapes. Whoa, way off center. That close enough? Not quite. Just take like a half step forward. And everybody realign yourself. So finicky. Wait, are you seriously still not in range? Wow, you're so close. Take a tiny little shuffle forward. And finally. No. Seriously? How is that possible? Okay. Here. Now you'll certainly be in range, right? Right? Seriously? Okay, so they need to move about to here. And keep the cavalry on the flanks. What is he doing? Uh-oh. Oh, my general's exposed, and he realizes that. Whoops. Okay, so make sure my general keeps running. And flank him. Okay, I don't want to do anything. So, how's it going over here? Victory is almost a certainty. Oh, that's my guy. No, wait, that's his guy. But that's not good. Defeat is... oh, no. Victory is almost a certainty. Good. And full surround. Make sure that he does not get away. Yes. Fighting to the death, and he's dead. Good.
His men now rightly fear us. This is a
Spanish
great
king is
victory.
dead.
The cries of dying enemies are sweet music to our warriors.
Technically, I don't think barbarian culture groups would have had a king in the way that they do. Each city would have its own king. At least that's how the Anglo-Saxons worked. I don't know about Germanics, necessarily. Or Iberians, for that matter. In fact, I don't even know anything about Iberian barbarians, really.
Yes. Yes.
Because I've pretty much spent my entire life thinking that Spain is like, or Spanish are descendants of Romans, but what were they before the Romans?
Yes.
And full army comes in. Now we have lots and lots and lots and lots of warbands. And we can complete the downfall of the Julii once and for all. So many warbands. Quintus Julius and his two brothers. Faction leader, faction heir, and for some reason the non-faction leader or heir is leading, and wow, they only have velites, they don't have any hastati even. Probably cycled through quite a few faction leaders and faction heirs in the past couple turns, as their family members died off one by one. Oh, that's right, I forgot. I should make my current, Adca Bravatus, the super general, my faction heir, because you can actually choose your faction heir, and it gives, in addition, well, yeah, I mean, it gives a special bonus. I think faction heir gives, like, +1, maybe +2 command, and faction leader gives like +3 command and 1 management or something like that. Maybe 1 influence. Why does it always make the strongest infantry unit the ram bearer? That's so backwards. You want the weakest and most useless one to bear the ram, because that means they're not fighting. I have such a large army here, it's lagging my game. Why can't you all be there? Now you're good. 4 units per breach, and 1 cavalry? No, cavalry aren't very good for filling in breaches, because they tend to, they can't charge through the gates in the same way they could, like, charge into the back of something. That's why cavalry's good on flat, open terrain. Less good in, say, heavily wooded areas or in cities. Just like in real life. Wow, you can stretch out quite thin. And now we wait, while they fling heavy spears at our hundreds of men, and kill 6 of them.
Our warriors attack. Now is the time for great deeds.
Actually, they're not even flinging their spears. Oh, yeah, they are. Oh, maybe they're just being ready. Yeah. Their ready stance is to hold their spear over their head. There may be such a thing as being too ready, because you're gonna tire your arm out that way. Wait, are they attacking me? Nope, but, well, yeah. Ranged attack. So, war cry and go in. Because it's only velites. The nearest general is 600 meters away. At least, I have no idea how to judge distances. I'm terrible in real life and even more terrible in this game.
Our warriors had
And
driven the enemy from his own
are my
walls.
velites, or are my warbands actually any better than their velites? Yeah, slightly
Your warriors
in
have
melee
broken through
combat,
the walls. Now attack. Show no mercy.
but really not much better. Oh, whoa. Tons of troops massed over there for no apparent reason. I should be able to win here because my warbands are better and they have the war cry on, I think. So you guys, war cry in charge as per usual. And once you're done clanging stuff together and making an awful racket, you can actually start fighting. But apparently you're not allowed to charge. Oh, now you charge. There we go. And instant break once. And mass rout. Excellent. Good thing that I have my general here to chase down the fleeing velites. Wow, I lost exactly 1/3 of that warband. Oh, whoops. I had the wrong one selected. You haven't lost any guys. Why aren't you there? I was wondering why they weren't making a nice square. Can I get you guys to run the other way? Like you can if you get in front of a normal fleeing battalion. I don't think you can. I think they'll always route towards the town center if there is one. If they're just fleeing to the red line, then if you get in between them and the red line, they will actually turn around and go the other way. Have at least some modicum of self-preservation, which they apparently don't have here. And you guys are injured and slightly tired, so I'm not going to use you, but I can use... Actually, I can use my swordsmen, because they're marginally stronger than my warbands, and back them up with the warbands. And my faction leader. Or not faction leader, but my general. You can get around and maybe, like, flank or something. I don't know. Just try not to, like, get into single combat with their entire army, because that would not go well for you. Actually, that is kind of a lot of velites and soldiers, so... and general units. Which, speaking of which, looks like they're trying to attack my general, so... Get away from there! Where's my swordsman? There you are. Okay, so you go here. Voice crack. You go here. And you go here. Good. And hopefully that's far enough back that they won't keep attacking. Actually, it's far enough back that it's fine if they keep attacking. Where are you? Why are you so slow? Hurry. Well, my swordsmen should rip those guys to shreds, especially if they war cry. I'm not sure if you're gonna make it in time if you don't run, so just do it. They're sending out their entire army, which is a little bit worrying because there are 3 generals in there, or 3 family members. So, see if you can, like, get around somehow and bring in more troops, because we may not have very good troops, but we have an almost bottomless supply of them. So, are they gonna fling spears at me? Because if they are, I should get the drop on them and charge. In fact, even if they aren't, I should get the drop on them and charge. Charge! And hopefully rout them in like a couple of seconds. Okay. 10-1 kills so far. Ouch. The general is doing really well. Annoyingly well. My swordsman already routed. That's really, really bad. Well, okay. I mean, I don't really know what to do here. Because there's not room for any, like, tactics or anything. I just have to throw troops at them, basically. I hope that solves it, but it doesn't. It's clearly not working. You guys get back. Make room for more warbands. Throw warbands at the problem. I'm sure that'll solve it eventually. Keep rallying troops, like, constantly. At least now, their spirits are lifted somewhat by the fact that we have hundreds of men behind them instead of just being the only battalion. But they're still losing so few troops, like practically no troops. Ah, got one general. Good. Vibius Julius. Wasn't that the faction leader? No, I think he was the faction heir. Okay, this is much too risky. I do not want to lose my general here. It'd be nice if I could get them away, but I just know that if I have them turn around, they're gonna rout instantly, so... Guess that doesn't matter, though, because they're gonna rout anyways. The rally troops turned off, that's probably why they ended up routing. It's the last straw. But, at least we've killed 2 of the 3 generals, so the only one left is the faction leader, I think. Although their bodyguards are still being annoying. But I should be able to beat these guys, and these guys should stick around, hopefully. So, on the strategic map, finally a rout. And hopefully mass rout soon. Well, I suppose it's not really mass rout since there are only 3 units to rout, but close enough. There we go. Finally. Routing. And you guys are way too injured, so just stay back there. And the other guys will take care of it. Like I said, we may not have good troops, but we have an endless supply of them. Okay, you're getting too close to those guys, so stay back. Whoops. They're charging. Oh, although it's the 5 remnants of the Roman generals coming out completely by themselves, so this should be pretty easy. Adca Bravatus has been in the wars, so his soldiers have +2, his bodyguards have +2 hit points. So they should be able to deal with them pretty easily. Especially since we're hardly even tired. And we're hardly even winded and they're tired. You know, the fact that they tired out is probably like the only reason that I actually won with those war bands versus cavalry, or versus generals. It was seriously like something out of a book. They could have just fought all day, and the only reason that they lost was that they got tired. The only reason they finally succumbed. Hopefully I'll be able to win this before my swordsmen make it out of the map. Still have a decent ways to go, so it's not impossible. Actually, Warcry first, then charge. Even though you'll lose a couple of guys doing it. When did we kill the 3rd general? Or is he still alive? Nope. Well, he's not now, if he was. But I'm not sure when he died. Because it didn't come up with an enemy general fallen. Oh, I guess that only happens for the minor generals. If it's the, like, actual general who's leading the battle, it does the little cutscene thing that it did over there. So one of these is actually the Quintus Julius. I don't remember which one was the faction leader. Wait, what about Vibius? Oh, okay. That makes sense. So Vibius Julius, I already dismissed the pop-up. And just a couple guys left. In fact, they're outside of the town center, so they should rout soon. Oh no, there's the flags outside, but there are still some of them inside. Which is why they're not routing, I'm guessing.
This is no longer a battle.
End the battle,
We
because
need
I can't
fight no
lose.
more. The enemy are in full flight.
They shouldn't be able to retreat since they're inside a city, and even if they did, their faction's last city was just taken, so they'd be disbanded anyways. Well, I think they'd turn into rebels, actually. Any armies that you have left when your last city is taken turn into rebels.
We shall rule.
Unless you have the barbarian expansion, expansion pack. Or barbarian invasion expansion pack, in which case some factions can turn into hordes. How unhappy are you? Not that unhappy, really. Comparatively happy. So, let's get a shrine up in here, and repair everyone. You can go over to Arretium to be repaired.
No more moves.
Ah, I can finally train spies here. Excellent. So, my only objective now... Wow, I'm actually quite close to winning the game. I only need 2 more regions, and I need to capture... One of them needs to be Rome. So, really not... Coming up on the end of the game. Next episode will probably be the last one. Oh, and Brennus, you're over here. Oh, nope, you still haven't gotten a chance. Yeah, so I guess it's the end of the turn. Brennus should be able to take Samara Breva, and Acrobatics will be able to take Rome. Uh-oh, Plague. Oh, no, Flash Flood. Captain Cintignatus. Well, fortunately, I don't really care about Captain Cintignatus. And it didn't kill any soldiers. Patavium, the tavern? Or meeting hall, I guess. Oh no, meeting hall is not the upgraded tavern. That's the, upgraded muster field. Mustard field. So just keep growing, get more roads, blah blah blah. You already have something to do. You could use some more public order. And you could also use some more public order. But you could, well, yeah, that's probably the best way to do it, because this gives 10% public order. This would only give 5. And start training some peasants. You should have a spy. Yeah. Awesome. 81%, good enough for me. See if you can upgrade. Wow. Really, really good. Oh, that's right. And I want to make Adcabravatus my faction heir. I think he married into the family. Here he is. Yeah. Set him as the faction heir, which actually is kind of cool, because this was the ex-faction heir. So now he gets this disinherited trait. Rather nice attention to detail. And now he's the faction heir, which gives +1 influence and +2 to personal security. Oh, really? That's it? Surprisingly little.
Yes.
Is there any army around here that can deal with these rebels? These meddlesome rebels?
Attack.
Whoops. Okay, I didn't mean to do that, but I should be able to bring them in as reinforcements. Yes. Good. We might be on opposite sides of the map or something, but at least I have the swordsman in the battle with the knife. They don't have too much. Their naked fanatics are, I think, better than my barbarian mercenaries. Whoops.
New warriors have arrived.
I didn't mean to double-click that. But the swordsmen should make up for that fact. The additional swordsmen. Barbarian cavalry, isn't that exactly the same name as my actual Barbarian cavalry mercenaries. That would explain it.
Arrived on the field. Send them to kill the enemy.
As opposed to sending them to hug the enemy? Sending them to caress the enemy? Maybe give the enemy a massage? I think I'm gonna choose the kill option. And it'll take them a while to get here. But at least I have a high frame rate because I have such a small army, even though it's on triple speed. And actually see if you guys can like meet up somewhere over, say, here, and then attack together. Yeah, like this. Try to avoid standing in trees because they mess up your formation. Oh, whoop. They're attacking, apparently. Well, my swordsmen should be able to take on these barbarian cavalry if they try to attack. So, and I should definitely be easily able to take out these skirmishers. Oh no, they're naked fanatics, not skirmishers. So, I guess just sit here and wait. And keep waiting. Hurry up on that, because it looks like they're not waiting. And can the barbarian mercenaries war cry? Yes. So, war cry and countercharge. Well, no, don't have time for a countercharge. Not sure why they're not using their naked fanatics as well. Would be a better idea. And easy route with a excellent hammer and anvil strike. And there we go. There goes two of them. Couple left. Guess I didn't need all those mercenaries and reinforcements and whatnot. All I needed was one barbarian mercenary and one battalion of mercenary cavalry. And the ability to have a brain. I think the rebels should rout after they're defeated anyways, so I'm not sure that it matters that whether I actually kill all of the enemies. And I plan to disband these mercenaries anyways, because they're expensive. So... Okay, you managed a war cry, and it's swordsman versus cavalry in a head-on confrontation. And I think that's light cavalry, so yeah. What that adds up to is they lose.
The enemy warlord lies dead. Now he can drink with his ancestors and watch. This is no longer
finish
a
up the
battle.
battle.
This is a hunt. No, a coward.
All that I can really do is kill off the rest of these naked fanatics. Because I obviously can't catch up to his general. But I can just wait. It'd be nice if there was some way to end the battle. even after you click continue battle. Because, like, sometimes you just want to do something more, but then you don't want to stick around for the entire time. And there. One problem fixed. Sort of. Can you get over to epidural over here? Yeah, but... Oh, cool. Interesting. I forgot about that. If you hold down right button, you can see, like, descriptions of the terrain. And I think that controls where the actual, like, battle map will be if you, fight a battle there. Okay, so you should be able to get over here, and you're the one with all the retinue, so transfer it over. Why didn't you transfer? Why aren't you transferring? It said transfer. Why? Why? Okay, so you can transfer one way, but why can't you transfer the other way? Is your retinue full? Oh, you can't have two of certain things. Like, he already had a priest of... They both have a priest of Epina, so they can't... Their effects can't stack, I guess. Drinking companion. Yeah, I should be able to transfer all of these guys over to, over to Adcabravatus. Every time. And finally, Brennus's retinue has made it the 1,000-some miles over to Adcabravatus. Oh, he already has a shield bearer, and a druid, and a drinking... Well, no, I don't want him to have a drinking companion. Wait. Why does it only show these 3 guys? There are tons more. Civilized slave. Wait, why didn't you transfer? Must already have a civilized slave, I guess. And a bard. And a galloper. Okay. Oh! His inventory's full. I didn't know that there was a limited retinue size that you could have. Huh. Well, in that case, get rid of this useless hunting dog, and... Let's see... Okay, pet idiot, you can have that guy. Who's most useful? Druid, pretty darn good. Shield bearers, excellent. They might already have a shield bearer. And Galloper is probably next best. Do I have room for the Galloper? Nope. So... yeah. This is a pretty excellent retinue. And yet he only has 333, which is not really that good. For some reason.
Forward.
Well, if I had known that he could only have a limited retinue, I probably wouldn't have bothered doing all that trekking across Europe. Okay, and Brennus, you'll get your battle soon in the next episode. Thank you all for watching, and see you next video. Bye!